Hey, it's Andy, and today is Tuesday, May 18th. I've got your articles for Andy's curated research today, so check these out. Remember, you can get all my research at andrewbush.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at ABUSCH, and you can sign up for my Thursday email that I send out covering the economy, markets, and society, culture, a lot of politics obviously involved with that. Every Thursday. So check that out. All right. The big story out today, and the thing that I spent a bunch of time on, was reading the IEA's global climate look at what needs to get done to meet the net zero by 2050. A couple of interesting things with this, that most of the global reductions that they talk about between now and 2030 can be met by current technology, but to get to the net zero by 2050, developing technologies or technologies that are just in the beta stage have to actually come and happen. So in other words, part of this equation, or part of this process by which you get to net zero, is by technology that hasn't been approved or created yet. So that's something interesting to keep in mind. And also, here's the punchline to the whole story, is that they expect net zero sales of combustible cars by 2035. In other words, get them all off the road. So not sure if we're going to get there. I can't think about in the United States. Here I am in North Carolina. There's a lot of trucks, pickup trucks out here. I don't think they're going to all go electric, although Ford is on their F-150 by 2022. So we'll get a little bit of a test case there. So that's pretty interesting. All right. Coupled with that, I took a look at Rohitian. They're an interesting group. And again, all these URLs will be in the description of the YouTube. And they did a Build Back Better environmental transportation research piece. They do some really good work. One of the things that I dug up from them was taking a look at that they found that the federal investment in the form of long-term extensions of current tax credits, coupled with a build out of the charging infrastructure that's needed for these cars, can catapult electric vehicle sales from 2% today to 52% by 2031. Now that's pretty impressive, and that'll help obviously with a lot of emissions. So you'll want to check that out and spend a little bit more time camped out on their research. They really do a nice job, Rohitian. The next thing I came across was, believe it or not, shifted gears pretty hard away from climate change and, a stronger government role in climate change and bringing that about to a libertarian think tank and a libertarian website called Mises, MISES.org. There was an interesting article on there about the impact of raising the minimum wage and how it would cost jobs. The CBO, they cite the CBO on this article in this research piece, the $1.4 million jobs, the 1.4 million jobs. And then also they talk about the impact to family businesses. And a lot of these family businesses are on the edge as far as margins go. So as you increase the minimum wage, it really hurts them significantly. Now, look, I don't come down either way on the minimum wage hike. I just find it interesting to read up on this and try to come up with a better understanding of all the dynamics that are in place. So it's something that's being pushed, obviously, in the Biden infrastructure plans. So we're going to want to keep a close eye on this and the impact it'll have on small and medium-sized businesses. But again, check out this website. They do have a couple of different, they cite a couple of different sources in there, JP Morgan being one of them, and of course the CBO and their analysis of the $15 minimum wage. And then lastly, I just toss out there, McKinsey does a really nice job. The McKinsey group does a nice job. They have they have a ton of emails that you can get for free. But one of the things that they put out on a monthly basis is they review where the economy is last month. So they've got a nice piece out about April, just came out last 2 days. Kind of going through what are the problems that we're seeing. Obviously, it's all focused on India as far as the global economy goes and the impact that's going on there. We'll see how devastating that is to the Indian economy. But elsewhere, they point out that things are improving rapidly and that globally, you're seeing some really big increases in inflation, which has been a major dominant theme for a lot of the things that I've been writing recently. And they point out globally, and I didn't know this, that Brazil saw producer prices go up 28% last month. So that's pretty incredible. All right. That's it for me. You can get all these in the URLs on the YouTube site, on the description. I'm Andy Bush. Again, check out my website, andrewbush.com. Follow me on Twitter @ABUSCH. And thanks for watching.